Do you know what is really interesting? When I went all out on my self improvement journey in summer of 2023, when I started to wake up at 5 a.m., when I started to exercise in the morning, when I started to gain more knowledge through podcasts, and when I swore to myself that I was gonna let go of my social media addiction and began to have these new opinions about the people around me, they actually became true in a way, but not in a bad way. You see, in my videos, I constantly say stuff like, we are better than the 99% of people because we are not like them. We are improving by the day. They are just surviving whilst we are living. And in a way, it is actually true because in the end, in the long term, we are actually the ones who will experience the delayed gratification because we are working on our health, wealth, and relationships. Every single day, we're making some kind of progress in all three of these, whilst they are just dicking around, having fun, doing pleasureful instant gratification activities, and in a way, I actually do feel a little bit sorry about them. But one thing that I truly began to notice over this past year and a half of painful, endless growth was that weak people always bond together. And this is not meant to say and offend them. When I say weak people, I mean people of low value. And I don't want to sound like this controversial figure, like I'm trying to expose you or anything, but basically people who are not working on themselves in any kind of way and form. Like, yeah, sure, they may have this mastery in this one skill that brings them their average looking girlfriend, but that's about it. And when I look at all of my classmates, I'm not saying that they're weak. They're of course all nice people. It's just that when they are bonded together, they make silly jokes, they make fun of themselves, they do random bullshit on the side, and they just disgust me, you know? However, the same can be applied in reverse. The strong people, they are always never found together. But when I say never found together, I don't mean that they just don't form these online communities where they become stronger, like our Discord clan in the description, and also thousands of others self-evolution communities out there. No, no, no. I'm saying that in their local towns, they are the 1% of the people. Think about it. If you have 30 people in your class, then when you divide that number by 99 to find out who is part of the 1%, you get absolutely no one. The the number is like 0 point something. It is just not there. And then that's the reason why there are so many dumbass classes in our current world. And when you take an entire school, for example, a school of like 150 people, that's barely two people who are actually working hard on themselves, waking up every single day at 5 a.m., working on something, reading books, doing all of the healthy habits. And yeah, that 1%, it is me. And there's no questioning about it. What sane person wakes up every single day at 5 a.m. to do the grind, to meditate, to gratitude journal, to record these kinds of videos, to hug a tree in his backyard, even if it's foggy outside, and it is winter, it is November? Which sane person does that on a day to day basis while seeing no progress for the past 2 years almost? 2 fucking years. What person does that? Well, me. Because I realized something, and that are the pleasures of the delayed gratification, the rewards that will come in the future, which the 99% of people ignore. So, yeah, there may be that one person at my school who could be doing all of these good habits as well, but chances are I will never meet them because we might be classmates on the opposite side of the entire school. And so, yeah, that's really the one of the biggest disadvantages of being part of self evolution. But the gratification that you will get in the long term is absolutely colossal when it comes to the current state that I'm in right now. Because I mean, when I just sit there in my class for hours on end and I look at all of my classmates, some of them who even have prettier girlfriends than I could afford even right now, yeah, I'm really jealous that they are beating me in the race of men. But I mean, like, what can I do? And when you even talk to their girlfriends, they're actually so intelligent that they might be even wife material, which no offense to them, but they are, because they have a lot of potential, those girlfriends. So you just have all of these negative thoughts in your head that couldn't you just have started sooner on your self-improvement journey, you dumbass? You already wanted to start like 2 years prior, and you did nothing. Instead of 1.5 years of progress, you could have had 3.5 years of progress. What were you doing? Was it really that hard to break away from Minecraft and start doing something productive with your life? Fucking idiot. And also, you get the one and the worst negative thoughts of them all. Why won't you be more relatable to them? Dude, every time when that comes to my head, I always just have an authentic reset. I always close all of my senses. I close my eyes, I block out all sounds, I started to breathe slowly, and I just let go. Because this is the thing that can ruin you mentally. It is the fact that your current classmates that aren't doing any effort whatsoever, just like you are on a day-to-day basis. Like, think about it. I indulge in online communities every single day. I watch educational anime that actually benefits me in the future through human psychology, through powerful stories, through creativity, and other stuff like that. I read books like Strong Men Create Good Times, and I spend like 4.5 hours on these grinds every single day. And even if I did just 10% of all of these grinds, even if I just spent I don't want to do the quick math, but let's say like 45 minutes per day on all of these activities. That would have still been enough to keep me in the 1% of people. And when you put in all of this effort every single day and you see all of your classmates benefiting more from life than you through instant pleasure and through having girlfriends of life quality that you desire, that you authentically like, it can really take a toll on your mental health, and it can slowly but surely ruin you for the future. But then, the bright lights always shows itself. The slight slimmer of hope, the bright light at the end of the tunnel, it always shows itself. The one realization that it is always gonna get better. You will eventually break the dam through all of your progress. They aren't futile. You will eventually encounter that 10 out of 10 godly woman. Eventually, the universe will bend to your will, and it will literally spawn her in front of you. You will literally run into each other, so you have nothing to fear. It is just that. And the one and only question, the biggest life test of them all, can you stay dedicated? Can you actually make it? Can you go on for years without seeing any progress whatsoever? Can you continue your online business and continue to try again for years without seeing any kind of progress whatsoever before you make even your first cent online? Can you keep on? Can you go on with all of these people who are quite literally degenerates in any kind of way and form, since they still scroll on social media, they have a TikTok account, they still play video games, they go out partying at the weekends, they drink themselves to sleep, and you see them getting and tasting the finest fruits in life that you desire through long-term growth. When you see them doing better than you, yeah, sure, it ruins your mental health. But can you wait? Because karmic retribution is real, and eventually you will make it, and you will never look back at your current classmates. You will never look back at your current friends doing better than you. You will absolutely never want to stay in your current position, because even though you will have all of the finest fruits in life, you will always want to look back at these times. Because what? Hard times create strong men. And these are the hard times that will create you, that will formulate you, that will refine you into the best version of yourself. because you were put under such strong pressure that you had no option other than to become stronger. And you fucking did. You resisted all of the pressure to become just like them. You resisted all of the pressure to quit your current path, to become normal, just like them. And you remained your stoic, your strong version of yourself that kept on moving forward. And you fucking done it. Yeah, sure. It may be difficult to see them going only to nice and fancy restaurants that their parents pay them to go with their girlfriends. But when you think about it, where do you meet them the most? That's right, in school. And where are their girlfriends spending most of their time? That's right, most of the time in the same fucking school. Meaning that they don't have financial freedom, they don't have location freedom, they don't have time freedom, but you're getting it, whilst they remain complacent in the same state over and over again. Yeah, sure, they may be exercising and getting a better physical health, and all props to them, because this is the one thing that got me into self improvement in the first place, actually. And yeah, good on them. But can they keep it up? Yeah, sure, you may have that one boxing friend, but there's a high chance that in the future he will give into the pleasure after he beats a difficult opponent and he will become complacent. There's this high risk. But since you're here, since you're developing your willpower, your discipline, and your productivity, and you're locked in at any task that you set for yourself, you will never become that. Even in the best of times, when you're living next to the beach, when you're living next to the most beautiful environment that you can imagine, when you are there with the business that has been setting you free for the past decades, when you have the dream physique, when you have such a powerful mental health that you don't need any kind of instant pleasure whatsoever, and you are completely mindful about anything, once you do have the 10 out of 10 godly wife and you have the highest quality children, you will be the winner. And you will have the financial, location, and time freedom. You will be the one who will be providing because you put in the effort whilst they were relaxing at school. You put in the difficult grind whilst they were indulging in the pleasure. And now pleasure has taken over their life, whilst the delayed pleasure has taken over your life. And now you're the best version of yourself. And you can afford to even work at your rest days. Not because of discipline, but because you want to. You see it as a reward. Okay? So this is the one thing that you need to look out for at any time because it can ruin you mentally like there's no tomorrow. Your degenerate classmates, yeah, sure, they may be doing better than you right now since they are bonded together with other like-minded people who share the same negative and instant pleasureful bad habits like them, but in the future, oh boy, life will just get worse for them. That's why I create these videos, so that I can save every single one of you that I possibly can, because when you just visualize their future for a second, how their life will look like 15 years down the line, oh boy, they will have diseases that they don't even know the names of. Their girlfriends will possibly leave them, and they will have to raise children of some kind of a single mother. And yeah, I don't want to go that deep into those kinds of visualizations, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Stay and remain a soldier for the delayed pleasure and never give yourself up. Okay? That is the only way of how you can make it. And this is just a shitty life test that you must overcome on a day-to-day basis. Even if the girl doesn't look at you when you wave at her, that's okay. Even if this dumbass literally steals you from her and he begins the conversation when you wanted to start it, that's okay. You will get her next time. Don't let these negative feedback loops take over your life and instead grow stronger from them. Okay? If you want to join a community where we discuss our mental health and full of like-minded men who share the same values as you, the same likes and dislikes, the same goals as you, who are becoming the best version of themselves every single day to surpass you in the race of men, but at the same time, they will be like your true blood bonded brothers with whom you can talk about any kind of awkward story that you can think about, and they will give you life advice on it every time you need it. Then you can join our Discord clan in the description. I know that if you're watching videos like these and willing to take action, that you have way more potential than you think you have. So please, join us on the path towards greatness and stop being held back by your surroundings. I know that it will become better for you. But besides that, you can like the video, you can subscribe if you like, join the email list in the description and get yourself a free ebook about mindfulness. Comment on which part of the video you liked the most and which part of the video you will implement into your daily life. Don't forget to join the clan, you're still invited, and become a part of the family. If you want to learn about healthy mindsets that will guarantee you success in the long term and in the short term by mending the fuck out of your mental health and bring you into higher stages of consciousness and higher stages of mindfulness about a healthy path that will bring you towards solving any kind of life test that life throws at you, then I highly suggest that you should go check out Timeless Reader's Mindset. It is truly something life changing, and especially with the discount that is happening right now. So you'd be a fool to miss out on this powerful asset for the future right now. So go have a look at it in the description. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you